It's times like these that I'm extra proud to be a pagan. Black Flame Montreal was an international occult conference, billing itself as an event that explores the latest in magical practice and research, philosophy, literature, music, and art within the occult and esoteric community. Sarah Anne Lawless is a prominent animist herbalist, artist, and writer whose work on poisons as medicine, bioregionalism, and ethics have inspired me since I first came across her work. She was booked as a speaker at Black Flame until she did a bit of digging on two fellow speakers. In her own words from a recent newsletter, I sincerely regret to inform ticket holders at the Black Flame Montreal conference in 2 weeks that I have officially withdrawn as a presenter and vendor. I have not come to this decision lightly. I am quitting due to being informed yesterday that two of the presenters, Craig Williams and Chris Underheimer, have associations with known racist hate groups Operation Werewolf, Wolves of Vinland, and the Barbarians Motorcycle Club, and that one of the organizers, Gabrielle McCaughry, was aware of this before including them in the conference. I made damn sure to provide as much research as I could before contacting the organizers with my concerns, before informing them of my withdrawal, after receiving all the evidence myself, and definitely before posting a public announcement about the issue. I even consulted an expert in heathen hate groups to make sure the evidence I had was solid. I contacted both conference organizers, Helen Arts and Gabrielle McCaughry, and my concerns were dismissed, along with the evidence, and their response was only to defend the men associated with these groups as their friends, with only excuses for them, but no promise of any action or announcements to be made. I cannot in good conscience present at a conference where these men are also presenting, and I cannot present at a conference where one of the organizers was aware of their affiliations before including them in the conference. I am so surprised, sad, angry, and genuinely disappointed as I was looking forward to this conference, and I've been published by Gabrielle McCaughry's Anathema Publishing in the past. I will no longer be publishing future works with him or supporting his publishing company by purchasing or sharing links of new works. I have a zero-tolerance policy when it comes to associating with neo-Nazis, hate groups, and those affiliated with them. I am so very sad and surprised at Helen Arts, aka Witch Hollow's, reaction to all of this as well. She denied claims and refused to look at the evidence, which I've included at the end of this newsletter. Later in the day yesterday, I got to be even more disappointed when both chose to lie in their public announcements for Black Flame about my withdrawal and the claims of hate group affiliations. End quote. It is hardly news to most pagans who've been around the block a time or two that there is a right-wing presence in our scene. Fascists have been attracted to the occult and occultists to fascism since the beginning of fascism. I should probably make it clear that the pagan community as a whole generally wants to be welcoming to marginalized communities and their members. But what a lot of people don't realize sometimes is that kicking out Nazis and fascists and white nationalists and whatever the hell else they're calling themselves these days is a basic provision for that to happen. Not just in order that members of marginalized communities will feel safe, but so that they'll actually be safe at our events and in our community as a whole. And it's damn refreshing to see a respected figure like Sarah Anne Lawless not merely leaving the conference, but providing her research for fellow anti-fascists. I've included the links from her newsletter below. The drama continued. According to Reed Wildermuth, a leftist pagan author whose posts put me on the scent of this story in the first place, Lawless's withdrawal prompted another speaker, Jason Miller, to leave the conference, after which the organizers published the following message on the event's website. Black Flame Montreal is cancelled. Thank you for your patience in allowing to write a statement. In all sincerity, it was never our intention to support hateful ideologies of any sort, stir up ill feelings, nor create tension. We merely wished to create a positive event featuring many different speakers and viewpoints, solely centered around our combined love of all things esoteric and occult. And we unequivocally do not associate with, nor do we encourage, any hate groups. Witch Hollow, Anathema, and its periodical pillars have always been an inclusive platform dedicated to free thinking. A quick glance at our track record shows that we've worked with and welcomed people from all backgrounds, ethnicities, cultures, genders, traditions, without prejudice, always keeping in mind the larger spiritual picture. Readers of Anathema can attest to this, and anyone who's read the material and interacted with us on any level in the past can confirm this as well. However, addressing the issue head-on, we decided to cancel the event altogether. It goes without saying that everyone who purchased tickets will receive a refund. For details, please contact us directly via email at blackflamemontreal@gmail.com. We apologize for any inconvenience this unfortunate turn of events has created for all parties involved, including attendees and other concerned individuals. For anyone kind enough to understand our position, know that your heartfelt support is truly appreciated." End quote. As you can imagine, Lawless has encountered a wave of complaints, harassment, and occult threats because of all of this. After all, this cancellation feeds so nicely into the whole narrative of left-wing suppression and censorship that people like the Wolves of Vinland and their fans love to trot out in these cases. It is interesting and important to note that Lawless simply left the event and exposed the white nationalist speakers. She didn't call for cancellation herself. The organizers saw the shape of things to come and scuttled the event. Maybe they could have tried harder to disinvite Williams and Underheimer, but it's unclear what their options really were. In the meantime, Sarah Anne Lawless is planning an anti-fascist occult event the same weekend as Black Flame, links in the nether regions. I encourage any comrades who can check it out to go. If you can't go, I've also included a link to her website, Banefolk, below, where you can peruse her writings and purchase her products. If you are a pagan or witch, please keep her in your prayers and send her love and protection. To that end, do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law. Gods of earth, gods of heaven, gods of the sea, spirits, messengers, and good neighbors, shades, teachers, ancestors. With these sacrifices I invite and entreat you humbly, bear witness to the anti-fascist work of our sister, Sarah Anne Lawless. Guide her in her steadfast defense of our community. Defend her against all harm of body, of mind, and of spirit, for the everlasting benefit of all beings. So mote it be. Love is the law, love under will. Thanks for watching, and happy fall, everyone! If you enjoy my work, I'd be grateful if you'd like this video, subscribe to my channel, drop a comment, and share it with anyone else who might enjoy it. If you want to be even more helpful, consider making a one-time donation to my Ko-fi page, or buying a t-shirt at the link below. I also happen to be in a folk band called the King's Busketeers, and I've linked our work in the nether region as well. Now go forth, and have a blessed spooky season!
The history books will tell of their defeat in 45. Why did they all come out of the woodwork on the day the Nazi died? Hey! They say the prisoner at Spandau was a symbol of defeat. Well, the Brits remained imprisoned and the Nazis, they were beat. The promise of an Aryan world would never materialize, so why did they all come out of the woodwork on the day the Nazi died? I'll tell you what to say. Tell them that the Nazis never really went away.